Today I'm eating as many calories as humanly possible, and then tomorrow I'm cutting that number in half, and then again the next day, and the next day, and the next, and so on for 10 days. So if you can't tell already, I'm an idiot, don't try this, let's go.
225.8 physique check. My goal is to lose as little muscle as possible.
I started out pretty early in the morning by eating this box of donuts, which I inhaled in 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Then I went on a run to burn off said calories, where I got super embarrassed for filming myself. Yay for looking awkward in public.
Oh man, I'm so awkward in public. I just see this guy behind me. I just knew he was judging me. I would too.
Anyways, I ran about 2.5 miles and then I headed to the Golden Arches for a little brekkie.
Could I get 2 hash browns, bacon, egg and cheese McGriddle, bacon, egg and cheese biscuit? Let's do another sausage, egg and cheese McGriddle, 2 sausage burritos, large orange juice, and do you have the apple pie? Yeah, could we do that? I think that's it. Thank you.
All right, it's time for this grub fest. Pretty heavy bag. I don't know how many calories this all is. I'm assuming it's over 2,000, but hopefully I eat all this and I can get up to, yeah, like 4,000 calories. And it's only 7 o'clock right now, so it should be a good time. The McGriddle. What a beautiful American invention. Oh boy. Oh. Oh man, I want to eat this. This is not a good sign when I'm like this. And it's only 7 o'clock on the first day. There we go. Breakfast number 2 complete.
After McDonald's, I went home to do another workout. Fortunately, all my extra calories seemed to give me even less energy somehow, so it was a little bit of a drag. Now, it was about 8:30 in the morning by this point, and I already had a few thousand calories in my system, but I knew we were going to go to the beach for about the rest of the day, and so I had to bring some high-calorie snacks with me to munch on. I chose jalapeno cheddar trail mix and party animal crackers. So all throughout the day, I just munched and I munched and I munched away on this jalapeno cheddar mix, on some Oreos, on some Dr. Pepper, and then catastrophe hit. My stomach started churning, and I realized that the contents of my stomach were going to come out of my system one way or the other. So I walked literally hundreds of yards to go find a bathroom on the beach.
Currently walking a few hundred yards to a bathroom. Stomach is really hurting right now.
And I finally found one, but if you've ever been to a public beach bathroom, it ain't pretty. And I definitely did not help the situation, if you know what I mean. After that, I got a second wind, I went back to the group, and I started munching on the party animal crackers. Now at this point, my stomach was not feeling great already. The rain came back, so we decided to leave the beach, and I took this opportunity to go get some Domino's.
Thank you.
But the second we got home, I ran to the bathroom and destroyed another toilet. After this, I opened up my large chicken bacon ranch pizza, doused it in some extra ranch, and got down to grubbing.
Let's get grubbing.
Now this beast was over 4,000 calories. I was already feeling not great, and I knew the only way that I was going to finish this pizza was if I just went for it.
It's a pizza. Fun fact, pizza is my favorite food. Yes, I am a 12-year-old.
And went for it, I did.
You know what this chicken bacon ranch pizza needs? More ranch. It's starting to hit me. Last piece. Last bite.
I erased this entire thing in like 15 minutes. I already had like 8,000 calories in my system. And I just devoured this thing. I was honestly kind of proud of myself, and I didn't feel too much because of how quickly I ate it, until a little later. Now listen, it's about 5 o'clock. I have just under 12,000 calories in my system, and about 7 more hours to eat as much as possible. But my stomach was getting pretty upset, and then a couple hours later, it happened.
I got a call right there. Without being too specific, something happened. I really did the best I could. Just about 12,000 calories.
Basically, earlier when I said the contents of my stomach were going to leave my body one way or the other, well, today it happened twice one way and once the other way. Now, obviously, I could have had more food at this point, but it would have felt really wrong, and so I decided to just call it for the night and just go to bed. So official calorie count for the day, 11,881 calories. And now, the cutting begins.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty wrecked yesterday from those 12,000 calories, but we're halving it today.
When I did the original challenge, I got up to around 15,000 calories on the last day. And so I came into this challenge a little overconfident on the first day, thinking that 15,000 calories will be easy. Well, it turns out once you get into the 5-digit range of calories, there's no such thing as easy. I mean, unless your name's Joey Chestnut, or Matt Stoney, or Eric the Electric, or like a ton of other people. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a scrub. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm a scrub for only eating 12,000 calories. Anyways, my plan for today was to eat mostly healthy food because I felt like absolute doo-doo.
I'm gonna try to eat mostly healthy foods.
But I suck at following through with plans. And this smoothie I made was literally the only real effort I made.
I can't explain just how good healthy food tastes after eating just pure crap.
After this, I proceeded to have pretty much only junk food. I had the crappy trail mix from the day prior. I ate essentially half of the Costco food court menu, giant Reese's Fast Break, and to top it off, some Domino's cinnamon bread twists. But believe it or not, this was probably the best day of the whole challenge, which is crazy because the next day was supposed to be normal. Now day 3 rolls around and it's the only normal calorie day of the entire challenge. 3,000 calories is just about the range where I eat daily, so I was excited to have a somewhat normal day. Until I realized I was filming donut golf today.
Welcome to donut golf. The rules are simple. Hit the ball, eat a donut.
If you've seen that video, you know that every time I hit the ball, I had to eat a donut hole. I suck at golf. So 57 strokes later on 9 holes, I had eaten most of my calories for the day on donut holes. I told you. I'm an idiot. That was the majority of my day, so I won't show it too much here, but if you want to check out the whole video, I've linked it here. Check it out after this video, okay? Now, by the end of the day, I was starving, and I realized this was a terrible thing going into the next day because the calories start to drop very fast after this. Today, my weight peaked for the challenge at 230.5 pounds, and it would only go drastically down from here on out. And since I had recently put on a lot of muscle, look at that. I was actually really nervous about this next week because I didn't want to lose all my gains.
In order to combat muscle loss and all that, I'm really gonna try to focus on protein, get as much as possible, and hope I don't lose all my gains.
Although I only had about 1,500 calories, that's still actually plenty to get a lot of protein in. Now ideally, I would want 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight, so about 220 grams. There's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein, so that would only be 880 calories coming strictly from protein, and then the rest I could get from carbs or fat. Well, I started out the day really good with some Greek yogurt, berries, chicken breast, and then I did a naughty thing. The Golden Arches called me. And I answered. And a quick McDouble and 4 McNuggets later, 600 calories were gone. Just like that. It all happened so fast, I even forgot to record. So am I ashamed? Yes. But even worse, I realized that small amount of Mickey D's was almost my entire calorie budget for the next day. Going into day 5, the strat was to wait as long as possible to eat.
Alright, it's 10:30 and I'm caving, I'm having breakfast.
That didn't go very well, but I still needed to ration my calories, and so I went with a low-calorie Greek yogurt cup and some berries, along with a Diet Dr. Pepper to help hold me over.
I'm headed out to work, so I got a 0-calorie Sprite. Feeling it already. I probably should have had a bigger meal before work, but I don't know.
After work, I headed to Costco where the food court was taunting me, and every single aisle, the food was just screaming at me. Eat me, eat me. Now, I've never done this before, and I've always wanted to, but I bought a full container of strawberries, and then I ate the entire thing that night, along with some Greek yogurt.
235 calories, 21 grams of protein. Oh, are you kidding me?
It was a little bitter because there's no sweetener in there, but because there were so many strawberries, it tasted amazing. So yeah, if you're looking for low-calorie foods, strawberries are kind of goated. You can have a ton. But that pretty much wrapped up day 5. Alright, it's day 6 now. I step on the scale in the morning and it reads 10 pounds lighter than 2 days before. I don't understand it. I forgot to weigh myself the day before, and that's just what it said, okay? 10 pounds. That's absolutely bananas. But the thing is I knew it was not good weight coming off. It's not a good 10 pounds. It's mostly water, but then the rest of it, not good. For breakfast, I had a Hearty Element electrolyte drink mix, which was like 5 calories, and a massive Coke Zero. Very filling. Now from here on out, I really put an emphasis on electrolytes, sodium, magnesium, potassium, because last time around, I had terrible headaches, and it wasn't exactly from a lack of food, but a lack of these minerals. So if you're ever fasting or you're doing keto or low carb or something like that and you're having some bad headaches, up your salt intake. It'll help a ton. Then on the way to work, I made a pit stop at the Golden Arches. Don't worry, I just got Diet Coke here. And then later in the day when I got home, we went back to the Golden Arches. Don't judge, okay?
I'm weighing my options, and I could either have 9 chicken nuggets or like 12 ounces of chicken breast. I know the right answer, but these are just staring at me.
And I got one more Coke Zero when the family got normal food. I'm not bitter. Now, I don't drink caffeine a ton. I mean, here and there I'll have energy drinks, but I don't drink coffee or tea. So at this point, I'm pretty jittery. But on the way home, we went to the grocery store and I discovered something amazing. Sugar-free Jell-O. It's only 5 to 10 calories per cup. Are you kidding me? What a hack. I was actually super proud of dinner tonight, and this was the last semi-filling meal of the entire challenge.
I felt full for a while, but now it's bedtime and I'm hungry again, and I have a lot of caffeine in my system.
The next day comes quickly and I find out that I'm down another 4 pounds. That's 14 pounds in 3 days. That's not healthy. Don't do this. Having under 400 calories for the whole day is not a lot of calories, and so I ditched the protein train and I only went for low calorie stuff. I'm talking more Jell-O cups and more strawberries. I also picked up some Powerade Zeros and some Root Beer Zeros from the store.
I gotta be honest, I'm feeling really weak and fatigued this morning. Yeah, I was trying to do my fit check and it feels like I don't even have the strength to flex my muscles. When I doubled my calories every day, literally it was like each new day brought a little glimmer of hope of getting more food, and now it's just the opposite. It's crazy how fast we forget like painful experiences. Like I remember this sucky feeling right now when I was doing the other challenge, and I just kind of forgot about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do this again, but in reverse, it'll be sweet. No, it really sucked, and it's sucking right now, and I have a long ways to go.
Can I just get a large Diet Coke? Okay, all right, thank you.
And then when we got home, Mac decided to torture me. That's right, she made cookies. Cookies. The aroma, I kid you not, brought tears to my eyes. Honestly, she even messed up, but the smell was killing me. So I finished my night off with some 0-calorie root beer and watched some food videos to further torture myself. Honestly though, this day was brutal and I knew I had a long ways to go.
Today was really hard. I was so lazy today. I didn't do anything. I laid on the couch pretty much all day long. Skipped work. Every single time I stood up, I literally started to black out. I literally think the worst part is that there's no light that I'm chasing at the end of the tunnel. In fact, it's actually just getting darker. Just less and less food every day. I really do think this challenge is worse than the other one. I'm literally filming a video right now about food and I just can't take it, honestly. Like seeing it is like triggering me. And I want to freaking just eat everything and call it quits and not even post this or tell anyone about it. And then just, I'm not in a good place mentally right now. So I'm gonna go to bed. It's day 8. I'm feeling pretty tired. Fit check. It's like so hard to flex my muscles. Anyways.
I woke up on day 8 feeling pretty sluggish, and so I downed 2 0-calorie root beers for breakfast, and then on the way to work, I hit up a gas station and got a large Diet Pepsi. I'm not much of a soda drinker, but this week I was.
Even at the gas pump, food is mocking me.
On the way back from work, I hit up another store. For whatever reason, when I'm doing a challenge like this, I always find myself going to stores.
For some reason, I like to torture myself during these challenges by coming to grocery stores, like every single day.
And I think it's just because I like to torture myself and walk around and think of all the foods I could eat, but can't.
I gotta get out of here. I literally want to eat everything.
Or think about what foods I'm going to eat when the challenge is over. But since I was there, I decided to scavenge for some dinner, and my options were very limited. Turns out when you have like 90 calories for the whole day, it's kind of hard to find anything at the store. But really what I was looking for is I heard about these 5-calorie noodles that existed, but they're nowhere to be found. So I just walked and walked and walked around for about 30 minutes looking for anything I could eat, and then I finally found popcorn. It's making me sad thinking back about it. And I just wanted something else, and so I got this thing of seasoning that wasn't any calories, and I just doused this thing. Put like half the bottle of the seasoning on my small bowl of popcorn, and this was a big mistake.
How's that for a 100-calorie snack? It's actually only 80 calories.
I mean, there was literally almost almost more chile limon seasoning than there was popcorn. And as I was eating this popcorn, I was like inhaling this stuff unintentionally and just started sneezing uncontrollably.
I think I put too much powder. How do you eat your popcorn? Do you do it all dainty like one thing at a time? Or are you like a normal person and you just shove it in there? It was time for that. I put too much seasoning. Oh my gosh.
So this dinner was kind of a huge letdown. I was looking forward to it the entire day, and it just sucked.
Yesterday was really rough. Earlier today, I was having issues, but right now, I'm doing okay.
But something very strange did happen a couple hours later, and I don't know how to explain it.
I just have to get this on film because I am feeling 1000% right now. I'm feeling a little hyper, like totally normal, absolutely normal. I'm not really hungry. I had all my popcorn. I had some diet soda, water. And I had to get this on film because it's freaky. It's weird.
Unfortunately, this energy did not last going into day 9. Day 9 rolls around, and I haven't really shown this, but I've been a huge bum the last few days. Like a giant couch potato. It was hard for me to move or do anything. So I started off today by actually showering, and I just tried to feel human again.
So I've been feeling kind of crappy the past few days. I decided to take a shower and shave. Shine. But yeah, I feel a lot better. Headed to Subway to get some food for Mac. I almost got their Veggie Delight bowl. Then I saw it was like $11 for basically some veggies. Crazy.
And I just went for another Diet Coke. Later on, I went for a dad walk, which I was kind of struggling, but I didn't let anyone know because I had like no calories in my system. But I was kind of yearning for some social interaction, but it really tired me out. And then I got home, and the most disgusting thing ever in my life happened.
The most disgusting thing ever in my life just happened. My almost 2-year-old walks up to me like this, and I look, and there's brown on his fingers, and just sticks his finger and goes up my nose. Oh my gosh. That was the worst experience ever. Oh.
So forget low calories. How about having doo-doo in your nostrils? Now, a little side note about this story. If you have a toddler with poop on their hands, you really don't want them running free. And so I had this in my nose, but I also had a kid with poop on his hands. So I had to change him first before washing out my nose. And all the while, I was just smelling the worst smells. Anyways, after steaming my nose for quite some time, I decided I deserved some dinner. So I treated myself to some zucchini, half of a zucchini.
Yay.
And I obviously didn't learn my lesson from the day before because I doused this thing in seasoning.
Put a lot of seasoning on.
I just wanted it to feel like a somewhat real meal, and it was actually kind of gas.
A little salty, but I will take it.
Now after dinner, it's about 9:30 p.m. and I just go to bed. I have hardly any energy, and so yeah, I just go lay down. 3 hours later, I got pretty emotional.
I can't sleep. I'm so tired. Can't cry, but I'm so sad. I need food. It feels...
Now, what I couldn't verbalize at the moment was that I felt like I was dying. I literally Googled how to tell if you're dying from starvation. And I know this seems super crazy because there's people out there that are suffering from true starvation and literally are dying. But this is honestly just how I felt in that moment. My kidneys were hurting, my heart felt irregular, I had a head cold, and I could not stop sneezing. In hindsight, I know I wasn't actually on the brink of death, and it was just a miserable night for me. But honestly, it just gave me a sliver of perspective of what other people are going through. It's so tragic. I wish no one out there ever had to starve. It's a terrible feeling, and because of that is why I've chosen to do a fundraiser for this video to help feed the hungry. So if you have anything to give, that would be great. If you don't, no worries.
Last night really sucked. When I say it was like one of the worst nights I've ever had, I'm not even joking. And I found myself at one point just not being able to move, and I wanted to get up to like drink some water, and I was like paralyzed. It was such a trippy experience. And then 4:30 a.m. rolled around. I had barely gotten any sleep, and then it hit me, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I had to go number 2, and it was TMI, sorry about this, but it was black diarrhea, and kind of a decent amount, which I don't even understand because there's been so little food in my system. It kind of happened last time, but this one was a little different. And I mean, after that, I was feeling so scared and so hungry and so like in pain. and I just felt so stupid because I was like, what am I doing? I'm doing this for a YouTube video. And it's hard because I like doing little challenges, big challenges. I like trying to entertain, push myself mentally and physically, but for some reason, my body, my mind, it just like, I couldn't get there this time. And I honestly just feel like I failed you guys.
This is where I go into the kitchen and I start eating again. Now you might say, you were so close, one more day. Well, here's my confession. This 10-day challenge was actually supposed to be a 15-day challenge, just like my other one. But when I was feeling so miserable and I had 6 more days, I just knew I had to call it quits. I'm all down for challenges, but there's 2 things that are vitally important, and that is my health and my integrity. My double calories challenge, I was never super worried about my health. Yeah, I was super hungry at the beginning, and then at the end I felt pretty dang gross, but I never really thought I was in danger. This time around was a different story. I don't know if it was because I had less body fat on me to start with or what, but it wrecked me. Like, I'm filming this over a month later, and it took me a while to recover from this. And I know had I gone those extra 6 days, it would have just been way worse. And then the second thing is just my integrity and my honesty. There's a lot of creators out there right now under fire for faking videos or challenges, and I want more than anything to be able to just show my honest results. Whether that be me triumphantly completing a challenge or failing miserably halfway through. Yeah, I really want to produce authentic content. So I'm so sorry I failed this one. It pains me more than it probably pains you. I really wanted to do this one, but hopefully you're here for the journey and not just the destination. That was so corny. Anyways, if you did stick around to the end, I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed. And I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one.